It doesn't seem like a lot, but he does take, you know, about 14, 13 damage each hit. Those 2 wards did about 5 hits each. That's a tango worth. You know, that's 30 gold and regen worth. And it's just very unfortunate. Now right here, maybe you're gonna see some sort of a dive. No, maybe not. I'm really not a fan of preemptively using your shield as a curse like that unless you know you're gonna be going in and forcing the fight. Mainly because you needed to remove that dot of Slithers, the attack dot. And D-Wiz getting a kill on bottom. Did he just ding 6 and go in an ult? I didn't quite see what happened because I looked. He was 5.
Was to the left. Behemoth was to the right. He knew they were separated enough, and smart play. He took him out with that ultimate just instantly. So nice play by D-Wiz.
Yep. Knowing the range on your ult, knowing whether or not it's gonna go to different creeps or different heroes. You gotta be able to do that type of math in this game. I mean, these high-level games that T7H and a lot of these other teams are playing, even 4NX coming in here doing a great job earlier in their qualifier, and not doing a bad job here. They're a little behind, but definitely we've seen a lot better from T7H this early in the tournament. They're definitely being given a run for the money. Puppet is going to go on Defiler in mid. Most likely going to throw down his... No, he's not going to throw down his ult.
Up at top, Kraken's going to go on Corrupted Disciple. Slither's been chasing him down with his wards and his auto attack. Curse possibly going to go down here. Kraken needs to switch targets. There it is. Taking down him down. So Corrupted Disciple actually got pretty close to death here from that tsunami charge. But nice play by T7H. They lured him pretty much all the way back to the tower, and that's where Slither's the most powerful. He can go get those chases on, and he was just auto attacking and warding. And did so much damage to both of them, chasing them all the way back to their tower. So nice play.
Yeah, and I was speaking with Bart earlier about the Slither first pick, about how malleable it is and how you can use it in so many ways. You can use it as a push, as a support, roaming ganker. It's really amazing. Actually, action on bottom, Swiftplay coming in here with the spin, blocking behind, Valk leaping forward, probably going to get the pick on Plague. No, they're not. I believe the stomp from Behemoth missed. That would have been an absolutely beautiful play by the Valkyrie Behemoth combo, but unfortunately for 4NX, it didn't play out perfectly. Behemoth did miss his stomp, so Plague being able to get away there, just great positioning by NonVidius to just barely dodge that stomp. Had to actually animation cancel his attack, so it just yet again T7H showing why they are ranked 6th right now, and I think that's almost unfair. I genuinely do feel that they're a little bit higher, but they've had to play check 6 in the quarterfinals 4 weeks in a row, so we'll see exactly how how they play out this time, if they make it this far to play 5 in the semis. If, of course, they make it that far. But really showing some high-level tactics here. Swiftblade knowing exactly when to ult. Plague Rider being able to dodge that stomp by Behemoth by animation canceling and really not playing greedy. The Slither first pick really mimicking Check 6's style with the malleability of Slither.
Slither,
like I said,
going on Defiler in middle.
And just to give you an idea,
there it is.
Puppet does go down. That was a nice attempt by Puppet to come in and to add that ghost damage, but Defiler, great awareness right there, picking off the Puppet. There's no need to be greedy like that in my opinion. You're already ahead. The way you lose games is by getting greedy, making mistakes, dying, and giving them more gold. I mean, in a 1-1 trade like that, they're making out because the Puppet has the advantage. T7H has the advantage, so really no reason to get greedy like that. Just play good, solid HoN, and you're going to come in with a victory. So just kind of a bad play in my opinion on T7H's part in that situation. What do you think, Cap?
Yeah, I gotta say, taking down the Defiler early, maybe gimping Defiler early on so that they don't have that mid-game push ability, but once again, losing your Puppet to that, I gotta agree, that's not really their best play.
Plague Ink Top probably going to throw his ultimate. Yes, he does. Unfortunately, NonVidius not timing it well. The creep wave was there. Corrupt Disciple is going to get out. Most likely, I believe he has boots already. The Accursed, no way he's getting out, even if he does shield himself, which it's actually down. It's definitely good to pick off the Accursed like this. Steam boots on Corrupted. Normally we see phased for just that increased movement speed. Get in, get out, do your damage, avoid damage in general. But, he can basically kite people with his ult and his just high move speed and his 600 range attack. But in this case, we don't see that. Behemoth missing his fissure. I do know that they are playing on a US South server, and they are a European team, so there is a bit of latency with what they're doing. Obviously, it's not necessarily what they want to play on, but for right now, it is what it is. But I'm going to go ahead and accuse latency right there of the reason being why Behemoth did not get the proper wall on the Swift Blade, and I'm sure it's a bit frustrating. We see huge ports in top to try and stop this push here. Valk with an arrow. If this arrow hits, it's probably going to lead to a kill. Wow, great dodge by Nonvidius. I don't know if he saw that coming. I believe he did off of the wards, saw the projectile angle and dodged it, from that point on, because there's no way he had vision of it where Pink was pinging right there, right through that forest. Just that, or he got lucky. I mean, I could just be reading into it. Defiler, though, coming in mid, starting to win the lane now. He is level 10 with the tower down. Puppet, of course, I don't even think doing any damage to the tower. Puppet getting in there, needing to get out now. Defiler may not have any mana whatsoever, but Puppet, boss, you got 100 HP, man. You need to be careful. Also, the intelligence steam boots on him, I am not a fan of. Kraken trying to chase down Defiler with the passive aura. Let me see. He has Splash level 4, Tsunami Charge level 1, and Tidal Pull level 2, meaning the movement slow is at 14%. And my Mountain Dew just spilled. Oh, man. I'm good, though.
It's those Ghost Marchers, really. I mean, Defiler, I'm not sure if I typically don't agree with Ghost Marchers because she's just so squishy, but I gotta say right here and against this team, it's possibly gonna work. You do have so much slow on their team, and you gotta keep away from that Swift Blade spin. So for right now, I think Ghost Marchers is really smart play, and I think Defiler playing pretty smart here. She already even though they denied middle, she has been pushing very hard. She took down middle tower already. She's been farming pretty well. So hopefully we're going to see her start, she's going to hit 11, and hopefully she's going to start going around to the other lanes, pushing those towers down. Of course, especially top, Sexy pushed that tower so much with his wards.
Well, what I was actually going to note about his wards is not necessarily the offensive capabilities, but the defensive. They had 4 heroes, Accursed, Corrupted, Behemoth, and Valkyrie top. And, oh, great kill on Nonvidius on bottom. Did the Purge creep come into play there, though? I didn't quite get a chance to see that.
Well, Purge on Valk, so I don't think so. But, yeah, I didn't see it either, unfortunately.
Okay. Nevertheless, Sexy by himself at the top tower actually may go down to a gank here. Behemoth's going to try and get the wall off. Unfortunately failing that, but he is going to stomp, slither down. Corrupted should come in here with the nuke and be just fine to pick up the kill. Kraken trying to come in and stop him, needs to be sure that he doesn't die himself. With the early Helm of the Black Legion on Kraken, not a bad play in my opinion. He's going to be able to soak up a lot of damage with that. Obviously, I'd rather see a much quicker Blink Dagger, but also without the base mana to support Blink ult plus a couple spells, it's not necessarily a huge deal.
Defiler popping his ulti at bottom. He's going to go down 2-2. There it is. Lich nuke. Yeah, so right now Swiftblade's been cleaning up some kills. Earlier, while that gank was up at top, he got his solo kill on Valk in the forest. Oh, I missed out on that, I'm sorry.
Yep, Kraken getting a kill on top. I don't know if he got it in conjunction with somebody else. And a second one, Kraken maxing the splash, which you normally don't do. You normally max your Tsunami Charge. Or at least that's the style I've seen. So getting that extra 300 damage, is it? Or I thought it was 180. Yeah, it's 325 radius. Yeah, I saw the 325. I was like, what? Just huge damage. 180 direct damage, and I believe it's physical? It's physical and magic. And look at this. I mean, Behemoth, with no mana right now, having to run away from a Kraken, but it's not going to happen, nor with Slither's slow on you as well. I don't really know exactly what he's doing. He's not going to juke there. Maybe trying to buy some time so Valk with DD can come top. Tsunami Charge is going to be up here soon. That Tsunami Charge level 1, like I said, I'm not a fan of it since, it does not max that nuke that you need. And unfortunately, Sexy getting Slither purged right there. That's not, fortunate for him, but I also don't think it would have mattered. I think that he was dead either way. Kraken trying to do some sexy jukes. And by sexy jukes, I mean S-E-X-Y, not S-E-C-K-S-Y, the player for T7H. And Tsunami Charge probably going to get away here. Well done. And yet again, Helm of the Black Legion coming in huge to keep yourselves alive. I mean, Kraken would have gone down. Great item choice on Helm of the Black Legion, giving him that regen to stick in lane to farm what he needs. And of course, it's not bad on a prolonged gank or fight such as the one he just did. The base 300 HP, and then of course the hugest part of the item, 70% chance to block 40 damage. To do the math on that, that is approximately 28 damage a hit. And D was getting a kill on bottom, I would assume just ulting as soon as the
Yes,
creeps
once
were
again.
gone.